Good morning, everyone. It's Jennifer. Friday morning, we're here for improving your balance. So I hope you are doing well today. We're having yet another rainy spring day here where I am. So we're going to do some soothing stretches and movements to help us get ready for whatever's on your agenda for today. So as usual, we've got a sturdy chair, we've got sneakers on our feet, and I have a block today. So if you don't have a block, you could always use a book or a paper or a plastic bowl that you can use to step over when we do our practice. Maybe you can see my cat Fluffy has joined us again today. He's over here nearby. He really does rainy days well. So if you're ever looking for tips on how to better spend your rainy day, it's definitely a cat that's going to help you with that. All right. So for those of you who have joined, welcome. Let me know if you're looking for something specific today. I'm feeling extra achy in my lower back today, so we're going to do some back bending and forward folding and side bending and twisting so we can really loosen up in that area today. So that being said, if you have some sort of special issue in your back, whether you have a bulging disc or tendencies to regularly lose the structure of your sacroiliac joint and you have SI troubles, please take it carefully today as we move through these spaces. Twisting sometimes doesn't feel right. So before we get going, I just want to remind everyone a basic rule for twisting is that first we need to lengthen the spine. So first we take extension. We lift really tall. Once we're really tall, then we can rotate, okay? We don't want to slouch and rotate. That's how we hurt ourselves. So we really want to take care that we're sitting tall. So I'll remind you of that as we get going. So welcome everybody. Let's get started. To settle into your chair, you're going to want to slide your bottom all the way into the back of your chair. Rest against the backrest of your chair. Straighten up nice and tall. Broaden your shoulders. Let your hands rest on your lap somewhere. Palms can go up or down. That's up to you. Take a deep breath in and breathing out. Allow your eyelids to lower down. Maybe they close all the way, maybe not. Resting here, soothing your breath. So one of my favorite breathing exercises to help me slow down and relax is to count my breath. So the way you'll do that, I'll encourage you to breathe in for a count of 4 and breathe out for a count of 6, slightly longer. You might find that a slight pause at the end of your exhale also feels nice before you breathe the breath back into your body. As you breathe deeply, send the breath into your lower back. As you exhale, pull out any achiness from any part of your body and blow it away through your nose. Breathing in to your middle back. Breathing into your upper back. Now continue. We'll take this twice more. 4 counts in, 6 counts out. On your final exhalation, lower your chin downward toward your chest and find length in the back of your neck. While you're here, notice that your feet have slid just a tiny bit in front of your knees so that they're completely flat on the floor. As you inhale, roll your left ear over toward your left shoulder. Extend your lower jaw extra forward and wiggle it side to side. Exhale, forward comes the chin to the chest. Inhale, rolling right ear to right shoulder. Again, extend your lower jaw forward and wiggle it side to side. Exhaling, chin comes to chest one more time. Let's roll left ear to left shoulder. Sit up away from the backrest of your chair. Drop and dangle your right arm below your right shoulder and give it a little shake, rotating it forward and backward. Squeeze and open your fist. Inhale, lift your right arm up, maybe all the way over your head, then bend your elbow, placing your hand behind your head. Drop your other arm now, so let your left arm dangle down below your shoulder, and as you exhale, lean left a little bit more. You'll notice here that you need to start engaging the muscles in your core, pulling in from the front, pulling in on the sides, and perhaps adding some pressure with your feet to the floor. But don't forget to breathe. Big breath into your right ribs. Exhale, sit up tall and release both arms down. Again, return your hands to your lap. Breathing in deeply. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, roll your right ear to your right shoulder. This time, release your left arm, dangle it below your shoulder, and give it a little shake. Rotate it forward and backward. Squeeze and open your fist. Make a fist and draw a circle around. Inhale, lift your arm up, maybe all the way over your head. Bend your elbow, place your hand behind your head or hand on top of your shoulder. Once you're here, release your right arm to dangle down toward the floor. Now, remember, engage through the abdominals, front, sides as well. Press your feet to the floor. Support yourself strongly. You're breathing. Inhale into your left side ribs. Inhale big, fill them up. Exhale, sit up tall, release your hands to your lap. All right, let's scooch to the middle of the chair now. Slide a little bit more forward. Plant your feet on the ground, knees over ankles, and we're gonna widen the feet a little bit. From here, we'll move to cat and cow stretches. Rounding your back, chin comes to chest. Arch your back, lift your heart up, pull your elbows and wrists back behind you. Other way, round your back. Roll the middle of your back behind you. Sit toward the back of your chair. Don't lean forward with this. You want to roll backward like you're slouching against the backrest of your chair. Pull your chin down to your chest. Back and forth with your breath here. Inhaling as you lift your heart up. Exhale as you round. Now we're going to add on to this a little bit more flow. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall. This time, lean forward as you fall over your legs. From here, round your back, chin comes to chest. Pull yourself up nice and tall. And go again. Inhale, heart opens toward the sky. Exhale, lean forward toward your thighs. Round your back, chin comes to chest. Roll up to seated as you inhale. Open your heart. Exhale, lean forward, tuck your chin, round your back, pull yourself up. Inhale, lift your heart. Last one. Exhale, lean forward, tuck your chin, round your back, lifting up, sitting nice and tall. Okay, how's that feel? Hopefully you got a nice stretch in your lower back here. So this time we're going to make some circles around with our torso. So gently, sitting in your chair, you might be able to feel your sitting bones pressing down into your chair. So what I want you to do now is begin to very small, very gentle circles around your sitting bones. So I want you to notice the pressure change across the front, around the side to the back, and over to the other side. Okay? So you might have some cushioning there, and you're going to feel it even so. Feel that pressure move around your sitting bones. Notice how we still need to engage the muscles around our abdominals, front, sides, and back, the whole core of the body. Let's reverse direction. Going around both ways. Feel how that pressure changes, rolling to the front, sides, and back of your sitting bones. It's a very small, very subtle motion. Okay, let's stop that. Pause in the center. We're going to come back to the neck now, and we're rotating the head right and left. So sit up really tall. Slide your feet again so they're under your knees. Press your feet to the floor, and maybe also press your hands to your lap. That's going to help you engage upper body muscles as well as the middle of your body. Then you'll begin to rotate as you exhale, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, center, and exhale, look over your other shoulder. Back and forth like this. Gentle movement. Only go so far as feels okay in your body. Last time, left and right. Now, we're going to look over the left shoulder, and while we're here, release your right arm again so it dangles below your shoulder. Now, if it's okay with your arm, begin to slide your hand either behind the back of your chair or behind your lower back. Once you've got that, give a little extra tug backward on the head of that arm bone, the right arm, pulling it back. And looking over your left shoulder, begin to nod your head up and down. You'll feel some interesting stretches through the neck and the muscles that attach your head onto your torso. Release that. Let your hands come back to your lap and your head again come forward. We'll go to the other side. Press your feet down. Press your hands to your lap. Turn your head to look to the right side. Let go your left arm. Let it dangle. And either wrap your arm behind the backrest of your chair or behind your lower back. You don't have to do either if that doesn't feel right to your shoulder, okay? We want to keep the heart open. Sometimes when we put the arm in the back, we end up rolling the head of the arm bone toward the front. We don't want to do that. We want to keep the heart open. And once you're looking to the right and you've got your arm in your lower back, begin gently nodding your head up and down. Small movements. And release, coming back to the center. Okay, so let's come again forward with our seat. So you're going to move your tush all the way to the front of your chair. Take care, not so far that you're going to slide off the front. So keep enough real estate there that you can support yourself. This time widen your feet so your knees are wider than your sitting bones. Ankles remain under the knees. Hands this time will come right on top of your knees so you can sort of clasp your kneecaps here with your hands. So notice, press the floor, press your hands, and sit up tall. So strong and tall. You feel how that all completely engages through the middle of your body? This time we're going to make circles around with the torso. So similar to what we did before going around our sitting bones, but we're going to add a forward lean to this one. So as you exhale, you'll lean toward one knee, slide across the front toward the other knee, and come back. You can either sit up in the middle so that you're sort of making a triangle, or if you'd like to come into a full circle, go ahead and take yourself rounded. Scoop out your middle like you had a big ice cream scoop and you want to scoop it out the middle and sort of put it over there, and roll to the other side. So you decide how big you want to get with these movements. Remember, please, to breathe. Remember, please, to press your feet down into the floor and hold on with your hands to your legs. Your arms are going to help you support yourself. We got one more of these to go around. Then we'll change directions and we'll go the other way. One more big circle, and back to the center. Okay, so just a reminder for those of you who are newer with this practice of improving your balance, the reason we're here doing all of this seated work and breath work and head moving when we're talking about balance is that we need strong bones and a strong physical structure, especially through our torso. We need those vertical, longitudinal muscles and the lateral muscles to help keep us strong so that we can stay erect. When we start to lean forward in our upper body, that takes the weight and the trajectory of our physical body down to the ground. And we want to walk upright like this and not forward like this. Okay, so that's where that's coming from. So let's do a little bit of lateral twisting now. So this time we're going to have a look over toward the left. So I'm going to give you the option to cross your left leg over your right. Just the option. You can always sit straight up and down if you'd rather. Okay, so we'll take the sitting up straight first. So press your feet, lift your spine. This time we're going to have feet under knees, okay? And as you exhale, begin to rotate to the left. Let your left arm slide back toward your hip and your right hand perhaps crosses over onto your opposite knee. Okay, now option, if you would like to cross your leg, it's going to take this twist a little bit deeper and sort of squeeze out a little more juice from that twist. If you're trying to cross leg option, bring your right leg to the midline of your body, then cross your left leg all the way over, thigh on thigh. If that doesn't work for you, try the first option instead. Once you've got your legs crossed, turning your chest to the left, let your left arm dangle and your right arm cross over your knees. Again, you're inhaling to sit really tall and you're exhaling to use the muscles around the middle of your body to rotate even deeper to the left. Option to slide your left arm behind your waist. Deep breathing here, nice and tall, smooth breath. Inhale, return to center. So whatever your legs are doing, whether they're crossed or side by side, lean forward. Slide out over the front. So I'm going to press my forearms onto my lap. Okay, that's going to give me a little support. From here, I'm pressing my foot to the floor. I'm pulling my tailbone away from my head, lengthening my spine by pulling the crown of my head forward and leaning over my lap. It works just the same with legs side by side. Okay, inhale to rise up. Exhale, let's slouch one time. Hands to your kneecaps, round to the back of your chair, chin to your chest. Inhale, sit tall. Let's twist to the other side. Okay, second side. We'll start with feet side by side, thighs side by side. Deep breath in, sit tall. Exhale, rotate right. Right arm can dangle. Left arm crosses to the opposite knee. Your choice to stay here. If you'd like to try crossing the legs on this side, your left leg is going to move to the midline. Then your right leg is going to lift and cross all the way over your other one. From here, inhale tall. Exhale, rotate right. Dangle your right arm. Left arm crosses the lap to support you on your knees. Inhale tall. Exhale, twist. Option to wrap your right arm behind your waist. Deep breath. Inhale back to the center. Whatever your legs are doing, leave them doing that, and we'll lean forward. On your exhalation, lean to the front. Support yourself, forearms across your lap. Press the ground. Pull your tailbone back. Crown of your head away from your tailbone. Lean forward. Nice stretch in your lower back here. Deep breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Okay, let's take the feet wider than the knees and Charleston out. Knees and hips, open and shut your knees. Nice release here. Okay, let's try strengthening for the strengthening of the quads. We want strong legs to help propel us through the world, right? So here we go. Let's hold on to the sides of our chair so we don't fall off. If you need the support of your backrest, scoot back so that your bottom is in the back of your chair and your spine is up against your backrest. Works really nicely that way. I'm going to sit at the front or the middle. Either way, you'll get less and less support under your thighs. As a result, requires more and more strength out of your quads. Okay, hold on to your chair. Kick forward, alternate your legs. Kick that heel forward, press down. One foot to the floor, one foot kicks forward. Now, you don't have to hold the chair. If you feel fine without holding the chair, go ahead and release. Maybe opposite hand reaches to the front. I'm going to add a twist today. Push your palm forward, rotating your chest to the side. Sorry about the banging in the background. My cat is trying to get into one of the cupboards. Kick, 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 kick. All right, can you feel your quads getting strong there? We're going to add on to that. We're going to kick and cross. This is going to open the hip, okay? So I'm going to hold the chair again. Kick forward, cross at the ankle, reverse it, kick forward, foot to the floor, okay? There's your option. Kick forward, cross at the ankle. When you cross at the ankle, I really want you to rotate your hip open wide. Kick forward and put your foot on the floor. So don't forget to press down the foot that's on the floor. If you'd like to come up higher and try the knee, it's tricky to get your ankle all the way up to your knee. Some of you, your hips might let you do that, but let's not forget, we want to squeeze the quad on the kick. That's our special part here. Open hip, squeeze the quad. One more on each side. Finish up opposite where you started, and all done. Okay, Charleston again, this time feet and knees start together, open and shut. A little different than starting with legs apart. Okay, how are you to start standing up this morning? Okay, we're going to move around standing up. So I was just last night talking with my husband about the standing practice that we do in class. So when we practice standing up, we bring the feet a little behind the knees. We lean forward so that all the way to the torso goes on onto the feet and the thighs. Okay. When we do this, however, if you have any knee issues already, this feels terrible. You might not have the ability to get such a tight angle out of your knee and press into it and stand up. If that's your case, my suggestion is that you add some height to your chair. Sit up taller for this one, and that's going to give you a larger angle in the knee. Then you might be able to practice it a little bit more, working on building strength in your quads. Okay? Try that, see if that helps you. This practice, leaning forward, weight on the thighs, really helpful for building quad strength, helpful for working on our balance. Okay, let's stand all the way up. Here we go. All the way up. And shake out your legs. Please turn and face the backrest of your chair. From here, we're going to lift the heels up and down, pumping through our calf muscles. Lift your heels up and down. Really squeeze the calf muscles as you go. Now, we're going to take standing on the left foot, drop the toes of the right foot to the floor a little bit behind you, and draw a circle with your ankle. So all of these standing exercises that we do, you always have the option to hold the chair, maybe the chair and a wall, or nothing. Your choice, you decide. Reverse circle. Now press that foot to the floor behind you and maybe straighten out, stepping closer to your chair, bend your front knee. From here, I want you to find length coming up the front of your right thigh, right through the front of the pelvis. Square your hips to face the front of your chair, working the heel of your back foot downward toward the floor. Slightly angle out your toes. So for those of you practicing yoga with me, this is warrior one. You're welcome to raise one or both arms up toward the sky. Okay, release that. Place the hands again to the top of the chair. Let your right arm dangle down and reach your left arm up again and tip to the right, leaning over. Inhale, stand tall, trade arms, reach your right arm up, let go of your left, tip to the left. Keep breathing, please. Release, inhale tall, step forward, shake out your legs. I'm just going to turn my chair around so you can see better the other side. So we started with raising our heels up and down. Now we're going to place the top of the left toes on the floor and begin to circle the ankle around. Reverse. And now we'll press the back foot into the floor. Angle that foot slightly out to the side. Step the right foot toward your chair and bend your knee. We want both hips to face toward the chair. We'll straighten the back leg and really press the heel downward. Option here to raise one or both arms up toward the sky, warrior one. Notice the pressure on the soles of your feet. It's a little more difficult wearing shoes than when we're barefoot. So I want you to be sure you're pressing down into the balls of your big toe and your pinky toe as well as your heel. Release your hands down. We're going to dangle the left arm down and inhale the right arm up, tip to the left. If you feel unstable, of course, hold on to your chair. Inhale, rise back up, trade arms. Right arm drops, left arm reaches, tip to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release, step forward, and shake out your legs. This time we'll bring ourselves to stand directly behind the chair. Hands will hold the top of the chair, widen your feet. We want to separate the feet so that they're wider than the legs of your chair. And from here, we're going to shift the hips side to side. This is going to help stretch the connective tissue that attaches the thigh bones into the pelvis. My feet are pointed forward, same direction that I'm looking. All right, now we're going to switch that. Let's take the left leg, rotate it so it's pointing to the left. We'll make warrior two here. From this place, your feet are perpendicular to each other. Perhaps your right foot, the heel pushes behind a little so that your foot's at an angle. Your hips will tell you what feels better, and your knees will. So let's take the left knee and bend it. We'll come to warrior two. Bend your left knee. Feel free to hold your chair. Drop your tailbone down and push it forward. Reach one or both arms out over your legs. Keep pressing the ground, okay? Remember, find the balls of your big toe and the ball of your baby toe and the center of your heel. Now we'll stretch the side ribs again. Drop your your right hand to your leg or hold on. Then reverse your warrior. Take your opposite arm and lift it up toward the sky. Maybe you're looking up also. Sometimes that affects your balance, makes you too wobbly. If that's the case, don't do that. Look at the horizon instead. Reverse, come back to warrior two, straighten your legs. We'll change sides. Start with parallel feet, then take your right leg and rotate it to the right, pointing the toes toward the other side. You'll bend into that right knee, but the left leg stays straight. Comfy here, get settled. Take care the knee doesn't go beyond your ankle. You want the knee above your ankle for support. From here, one or both arms can reach out. Press the ground, get strong and stable, and breathe. Now, option for reverse warrior. Drop your left arm or hold your chair. Reach your right arm up to the sky, maybe looking up at your hand or the horizon. Don't forget to breathe. You're strong. Feel the opening between your ribs. You're stable. Press the ground. Reverse. Arms come out. Take your chair. Straighten your legs and bring your feet back together. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to do one more standing pose, triangle. This is quite nice for the lower back as well as the legs and opens the ribs. So from here, we widen our feet again, just as we did before. The left leg is going to rotate, pointing to the side, just as we did before. So from here, the hips are going to drop on the left side, leaning over like a teapot toward the left side. Keep the heart open, shoulders stacked. You could hold your chair the whole time, or maybe the left arm goes down toward the floor and the other arm goes up toward the sky. You might try a couple of breaths with each arm. Please continue to press the floor. Lift up from the floor with your energetic powers here and squeeze your thighs. Energetic powers, that's funny. Okay. Inhale, return upright, and we'll try the other side. Change your legs so that your right leg points to the right side and your left foot is perpendicular. Shift your hips first. Drop the right hip down as you begin to tip to the right. Shoulders are stacked one on top of the other. Don't let this top shoulder drop forward. Face the front. If you'd like to add the arms, release your right arm to hang down. and your other arm to reach up. Maybe you want to do one at a time. That's fine. Strong breath, strong legs. Press the floor, all four corners of both feet. Lift up from the ground, strong quads. Inhale, release up. Exhale, let go. Okay, let's do some balance work now on one foot at a time. So please bring your block to the floor. I'm going to move my chair to the side. I'm going to bring the block to the floor in front of me. All right. Our most practiced exercise that we do is toe tapping. All right. So your chair holding is optional. If you want to get between the chair and the wall, go ahead. Press down the foot you're standing on. Use all four corners of that foot. Slightly soften your standing knee, but engage the muscles above and below your knee. As you do that, lift tall to your most elegant self and look across the horizon at something that's just a little bit above the horizon, okay? Again, we don't want to lean our bodies forward because that tips us toward the ground, so we broaden shoulders. So as you're toe tapping, I want you to be very gentle and very quiet tapping your toes. And I'll give you the option today to place one hand at your low back or two hands at your low back and broaden your shoulders. Okay. All right. Are you breathing? How's your tapping coming? Shall we switch? Let's switch to heel taps. Straight leg kick, heel tap. This is similar to what we did in the chair. Gentle, quiet heel tapping. Really tighten your quadriceps muscles as much as you can as you push forward. All right, we're going to add on to this. This time we're going to cross over. So let's go back to toe taps. Lift your left knee up. Tap your toe on one side of your block or whatever you have down there. Then lift your knee up and put it back. All right, so my feet are standing side by side behind my block. Inhale to lift your bent knee. Tap your toe on one side, across. Lift and put your foot back down, okay? So all the same principles apply that we've been using the entire class. You're breathing. You're lifting your heart. You've got broad shoulders. You're pressing the ground with the leg that you're standing on. Smooth, slow breath, and maybe a little smile on your face. Let's straighten the leg now. You're still going to keep the crossing over. You're flex your ankle and tap your heel. Lift and put it back. Lift your bent knee. Straight leg crosses over. Flex your ankle so that your heel touches and go in reverse. All right, how's this one working? It's almost time for a silly walk, so get yourself stable. Let's do one more on each side. Cross really straight and strong. Cross it over, and all done. Okay, move your block off to the side. So, this time we're going to do some sneaky walks. So when I say sneaky walks, what I mean is if you were sneaking up on someone, you would need to be very quiet. And you would probably be traveling pretty slowly while you're sneaking up, right? So that's what I want you to do. When we sneak, we tend to bend our knees, right? And we start by stepping from the toe, okay? So this reminds me of the gang from Scooby-Doo, right? You're sneaking up, your knees are bent, you're landing toe first onto the heel, okay? So, go ahead, you're in your home, crawl around, sneak around. Notice how much sound you're making. Notice that your knees are bent. The bent knees are giving you buoyancy and structure. Good. Now, can you sneak backwards? Are you breathing? Sometimes when we get nervous, we hold our breath, right? So let's be powerful with that breath. All right, very nice, and shake that out, okay? So the last walk we're gonna do today is heel, toe, straight walking, all right? So this time, we're gonna walk down the street with a lot of swagger, a lot of confidence. We're gonna kick the straight leg in front and it's gonna land heel first, heel first. So straight leg, heel to the floor. Then we roll onto it and switch to the other side. Heel lands first, roll to the toe. So I'm adding a little bit of a twist. Feel free to make this into a kind of a dance move if you'd like. It always feels a little better. Then once you get as far forward as you can go in your space, try it backward. Heel to the front, bend your knees and step to the back. Please breathe. Lift your heart. Press into all four corners of your feet. Looking across the horizon, maybe a little taller than the horizon. How's that feel? Do you feel strong and stable? I know you do. Okay, all done. When you finish, you've traveled as far forward or backward as you can go. Shake out your legs. Bring your feet to land a little bit wider than your hips. Circle your hips around. Last stretch here. Big circle. Reverse direction. One more circle. And we'll make a giant rainbow arms. Inhale, arms come all the way up over your head. Exhale, release. If you'd like to forward fold to your chair or your knees or the floor, go right ahead. Stretch out your back. So what does this look like if you're not going all the way to the floor? Here's me going all the way to the floor. If you're not doing that, take your chair, back up. Move your tailbone toward the back. Soften your knees, but pull your hips back and lengthen your spine. Try to keep your heart lifted as you pull your tailbone back. One more big breath. Exhale, step forward, look at your chair, stand all the way up, and relax. Time to have a seat again. Bring your chair back. Settle down into the back of your chair. So as we began class today, sit back, tailbone all the way into the back of your chair. Lift your spine, broaden your shoulders. Slide your feet slightly in forward of your knees. Drop your hands onto your lap. Deep breath in. Big sigh out your mouth. Lower your chin to your chest. Inhale, roll your left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, roll forward. Other side. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, slide forward. Hands come together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Big sigh out. Take a moment here to use your mind's eye to scan through your body. Notice how you're feeling after these gentle movements together. Remember to be kind to yourself. Talk nicely, speak kindly to yourself. The words that you tell yourself settle into your body. Give yourself a little encouragement for the rest of today. Inhale, raise your hands and face upward toward the sky. Exhale, open your arms wide around and bring your hands back together in front of your heart. Thank you everyone for joining me once again today. I miss seeing all of you. I hope you are well. Namaste.